So now we are heading out, and we are going to sail to Hugon. That is the idea anyway. It's downwind sail. We're gonna have the wind on the starboard quarter and the waves also. And I'm just gonna roll out the Genoa because it's all downwind, and when I sail into the cut into Hugon, I'm just gonna put up the sail and start the motor and dock the boat because it's too tight and it's too much traffic in there, so I cannot sail in further. So that's the plan for today. So we expect a bit of wind, between 15 to 25 knots of wind on our way down, but that's fine. And we're just gonna cruise because of the wind direction. I'm not gonna set both sails because the main is just blanketing the Genoa if I use the main, so we'll just leave it down. When we set off, there was a Coast Guard ship on the inside here, having people lifted off, so I guess they've been in a rescue mission or something. So that was interesting, and yeah, otherwise it's been pleasant sailing so far. We're doing 7.7, 7.8, sometimes 8.4 knots on the Genoa alone. It's going to be interesting to see the wind angle as we round the headland out here, but we'll see when we are at the Sletto. That is the strip of coastline that is between Hardangerfjorden and Haugesund. It's not very far. We are going to be in Haugesund by 4 o'clock. We left at 1, so about 3 hours sail. So this stretch down to Haugesund, I guess it's 1.5 hours perhaps. So it's not a far jump, but it's infamous because of the harsh conditions that tends to be here. There's not really much shelter in this area, but there is some skerries on the outside, small skerries, and waves breaking over them creates also a bit of a mood, you'd say. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but the first landmark you see when you point your bow to Haugesund from Hardanger is 2 big windmills. They've been there as far as I can remember. It's quite a visual aspect, and then you know you're your way home, or to Hugon at least. So yeah, it's not a far stretch, but it is a beautiful coastline, rugged, lots of rocks, so it's all good. Here is the warship that was lifting off people a while back, or the Coast Guard. This is definitely not the Coast Guard. So this is the stretch downwards. This is the lighthouse that marks the end of Hardangerfjorden. So we're just gliding down here, doing about 6 knots. I think there's about 5 seconds between the waves. I think that was the interval that was forecasted, and it's not too bad of a bounce back from the shore side because the wind angle is not really creating much. So yeah, good sailing. We decided to rig up a kind of a preventer for the mainsail boom because it was swinging about so badly. So I just tied a rope to each of the aft cleats. So then that is not swinging about so much. The wind angle is too far off for me to have any mainsail up, or if so I would have only the mainsail up, and I would probably need to rig a preventer to keep the sail in place. And with backstrut spreaders that's not a good solution either, because you need to have it pulled out quite far, and yeah, the sail is rubbing against the mast all of the time. And with this kind of sea state, that would be a lot of wear and tear. So this is the most forgiving setup we could have today, I guess. Not often that I sail on just a foresail, but today that was the best option. So I'll grab the camera when we reach Haugesund. So this is the entrance into Haugesund. First we get to a more commercial port, and we sail past that and into the town center. So it's like the city is on both sides of a really protected, quiet sound. It's an amazing place. So it's a cruise ship at the dock. That's quite cool. Now we see the entrance. That island is going to be to our starboard side, and here is the windmills, and this freighter is heading down a different sound that takes him past Haugesund in protected waters. Otherwise, nothing much to report. It's been a really nice sail down here. So, a good sail. I'll pick up the camera as we enter the town center. Well, we are leaving Haugesund again. That didn't go to plan. This is the next day, and some family stuff came up and we need to go back home. So yeah, we crossed Sletto yesterday in downwind sailing, and today the wind has turned and we are crossing Sletto with downwind sailing even today. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So Sletto is once again past us. You can see the windmills down here, spinning. It's been a lot of traffic heading north and south, and this is the lighthouse marking the entrance to Hardangerfjorden. So we are just gonna alter our course now and hug the coastline and glide in the fjord. We have set the main as well, so we are sailing along nicely. We had great fortune with the wind. It was a bit more from the west than the forecast said, so it was really easy to get a good angle to the wind. We sailed a bit further out and tacked inwards, so we got a better angle towards Hardangerfjorden, and now we could set the main as well. So yeah, good sailing, but I wish we were going in the other direction, but that's life. We're gonna have a long stint today. I'll sail as long as I feel ready for sailing, and then we'll just anchor up and continue tomorrow. So that's the plan. But right now we are doing really well. So we are pressing on. Full sails are set now, I had a bit of trouble taking the reefs out. Because especially the second reef was stiff to get out, so it's a single life reefing. So I think I need to take the boom apart and lubricate some stuff in there, because it was really not cooperative. It's not often that I use the second reef either, so yeah. And last time I sailed hard with with the second reef in the main, so it got probably quite a bit of attention on the lines and on the pulleys and stuff in there. So yeah, I'll put it on my to-do list, because that's something that is nice to have working. So I needed to go and jiggle the ropes a bit. That is basically all it took, but it shouldn't be necessary. So, but now full sails are up and we are doing between 7 and 8 knots, and yeah, flat waters and everything is good. So it's just making the miles. So yeah, we've been sailing for 2 hours now, and yeah, it's all good, no problems. I'll update you when we pass Tord or something like that, I believe. He probably had more horsepower in his outboard engine on the dinghy than he had in the main engine, but that is what torque can do. This boat left Hugon perhaps an hour before I did, so I guess he's heading to Larvik or something at Stord. He's sailing just at Genoa, and it would have been really nice to see that boat with all the sails up and see what it really could do, because I kind of like those kinds of boats. Proper motor sailor, it looks cool. The wheelhouse solution, and yeah, I think it's a great boat. But yeah, he's not in a hurry. That is really cool. We are passing that island in front of us. I could go on the windward side, but I think I will just go on the leeward side, because I think it's not gonna take too much of the wind out, and I think that is just as well heading in the fjord. I get a better angle after I pass the island, so that's what I'm choosing to do. So yeah, we're moving along nicely. That ferry in there just crossed in front of us, so there are ferries everywhere in the western part of Norway, and I guess all over the coast. It's a lot of islands. Yes. still a very cool boat. The island in the background there, at the tip of it, we lost the wind. I took down the sails motor for a little bit, the wind came back, I set the sails again, sailed for 5 minutes, and then lost the wind again. Packed away the sails, put up the enclosure, and yeah, and this came along. So, now there is wind, but it is really a rain shower. So we are just about to head through this cut. That's Luxunda. And after that we are in Bjørnafjorden and we are really close to home. So I guess I will just head on home. So I guess I'll talk to you guys next time when I know what I'm going to do in a few days. Talk to you guys then.